The Adventures of Man Sponge and Boy Patrick in E.V.I.L. versus the I.J.L.S.A. Chapter 10. Oh, Pipsqueak, the last chapter. Later, at the Krusty Krab, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Man were once again standing at the front of the line. This time, though, they knew exactly what to order. "That'll be 2 Krabby Patties, please," said Mermaid Man. "One for me, and one for my equal." SpongeBob and Patrick watched as the 2 legendary crime fighters carried their Krabby Patties to a table and sat down to eat lunch together.
"It does me good to see those 2 back together again,"
said SpongeBob. "Me too," Patrick replied.
"But there is one thing I'm kind of sad about."
"What's that?" SpongeBob leaned forward and whispered.
"I really miss being the Quickster."
"I know," Patrick agreed. "When I was the waistband, I got to be all rubbery."
"I mean, Man Sponge is the greatest, but he's not as fast as the Quickster. No one is,"
SpongeBob said with a glint in his eye.
"Those superpowers were real."
Patrick nodded. "Who knew they came with a costume? I always thought you had to get bitten by a rabid clam."
"Well, I guess we just have to settle for what we have,"
SpongeBob said sadly. "Maybe not," Patrick replied. "Maybe we can make up our own superpowers."
"Patrick, that's a brilliant idea."
"Ooh, I know what mine is," Patrick said. "I have the power to sleep with my eyes open."
"And I, Man Sponge, am the world's best trash picker-upper,"
SpongeBob announced.
"I think it's time for us to test out our new superpowers. To the sponge lair, away!"
SpongeBob and Patrick dashed across the restaurant. On their way out, they heard their favorite superheroes deep in conversation. "How is that adult-sized Krabby Patty treating you, Barnacle Man?" Mermaid Man asked. "Actually, it's pretty big." "I'm not sure I can finish the whole thing," Barnacle Man replied. Mermaid Man stared at his friend for a moment and then burst out laughing. Barnacle Man laughed too. It wasn't long before the whole restaurant was laughing with them, remembering the Pipsqueak patty that started it all. The end.